Hello and welcome back to the EDC Squirrel. Got a new one today, and this one is from Remette. It's a new one for 2026. I did unbox this on an earlier live. However, I just sort of skimmed through everything. I wanted to do a separate video focusing more on this, and so it's still kind of a first look. And what we have here, again, new from Remette, 2026. This is called the Remette Steed. Now, get this out of the box here. Typical Remette box with your typical Remette taco. And get this back on there so I don't lose it. We have the knife itself, as well as a Remette microfiber cleaning cloth. And here we have the knife. Before we go any further, we'll go over some specifics on this one. First of all, the overall length when open, this one's going to be 7.87 inches and has a blade length of 3.07 inches. Closed, it's going to be 4.61 inches and has a weight of about 4.48 ounces. Now, the blade steel on this is going to be M390 steel, and on their website, they say it's going to have a hardness of roughly around 60 to 62 HRC. It is a flat grind and has a pearlescent surface effect on it and is a drop point profile. Now, the handle material on this is going to be a sandblasted titanium with carbon fiber inserts. In this case, it's the blue carbon fiber flake. They have two other colors that I'm aware of. You have your yellow, I believe, and then a pink or purple carbon fiber flake, as well as different finishes for the blade and the titanium as well. Now, you have dual thumb studs for deployment. Now, these aren't your typical round thumb studs. They are shaped. And you do have caged ceramic ball bearings in the pivot. And it is a frame lock, as we can see there. But not your typical frame lock. You can see a button here, and we're going to go into that in a little bit more detail. Now, first of all, or next, I guess, we do have I don't believe it's a reversible pocket clip because they do have it sort of shaped. It's not a perfectly straight pocket clip, and it does look like it's inset a little bit into the insert, the carbon fiber insert. So I don't believe that is reversible. You do have a nice flat pocket clip though, kind of pen-like in looks, which I do like. I do like these pocket clips. Not the deepest carry, but not bad. You'll have about like, say, roughly that much showing out of your pocket. Now, you do have a full back liner on here, an inset lanyard hole right there. And if we look at the blade itself, we can see that it's very well centered in the well. Nicely centered in there. Very comfortable feeling grip in here. Nice and smooth, but not slick or slippery. Now, if we go ahead and pop the blade out, very smooth deployment, a very nice detent on there. And we have the blade itself. Now, interestingly, we can get close up there. I don't see any billboarding on the blade itself. So no markings on this side. I don't see any markings on that side either. Let me grab a cloth here so I can keep this clean. Yeah, but I'm not seeing any billboarding on the blade. I think there is some marking showing that it's M390 steel. If we close that up, I thought it showed somewhere on the blade. I could be wrong. Oh, there we are. So when the blade is closed, it does show a marking for M390, but nothing else on the blade itself. Now, if you watched closely, this is a button lock, frame lock knife. You see the button here is kind of inset, pops out a bit more once the blade is open, but that button manipulates the frame lock. So if you watch, as I press the button, it does move the frame lock out of the way, which I think is pretty darn cool. The other cool thing about this, and this isn't the first Remette knife to do it, but I always loved that they did this, is even though you do have the ability to use the button to manipulate the frame lock, you still have great access to that frame lock itself. So you can still use your thumb to unlock the blade. They actually give a generous enough cutout here. I don't even have to dig my nail in. I can just use the pad of my thumb, move the frame lock out of the way, and then close the blade like I would any other frame lock. But they do give you the ability to use that button also for deployment. It is inset and nearly flush with the rest of the frame when the blade is in its closed position. But you can press that down and flick the blade out. You can see how well it locks up in there. Press it again to close the blade. Now, when the blade is out, it's a very positive sounding lockup. I'm not feeling any movement on the blade, either left or right, up or down. Very nice lockup on that. And I love how they give you the ability to still use that frame lock like any normal frame lock. I don't know why I enjoy it so much, because I mean, the button obviously makes it a lot easier. But sometimes I'm so used to having frame locks and liner locks that a lot of times without thinking, I just go right to like if I have a blade open and it's almost like habit, I'll immediately go and place my thumb there to undo a frame or liner lock. And it's nice to know that I can still do that and close the blade without having to, you know, change, I guess you could say, the way, you know, think about too hard about having to close the knife. I've got so many blades that, admittedly, sometimes as I go from swapping one knife out for another during the course of the week, it gets kind of weird where I'll go to close a knife and I'll try to manipulate something that isn't there, like it's a button lock, like your typical plunger lock or a top liner lock. And I'll swipe my thumb over here, not realizing, oh, yeah, it's a different knife than I was carrying yesterday. And then I'll move over to hit the button. This one, even if I completely forget that the button is there, I can still manipulate the lock and still close the blade when I need to. Now, the thumb studs are shaped. They're not your typical round thumb studs. You do still have a decent amount of grip. Got some like steps there that grip onto your thumb. And it's shaped in a way where your thumb sort of just melds into it, I guess. And they work really, really well. A little more on the slick side, or maybe it's just because I'm not used to the shape. I've noticed that I have missed it a few times where I'll sort of skate off. But I think it's just more me needing to get used to that feel, because it does feel a little different than your typical round thumb stud. But it's not, you know, it's not difficult once you realize where you have to place your thumb. But again, nice solid lockup on that. And very comfortable in the hand. Now, I get a completely full grip on this one. Even doing a regular gorilla grip, you have a decent amount of jimping on the spine as well as along that back liner. So if you're holding it like this, I don't feel like it's going to slip anywhere. Like I said, it's smooth feeling, but it's not slick. So I feel like I got a good enough grip on the blade, either gorilla grip, the way I normally would hold a knife. You got a nice generous finger choil here, so you can choke up on it and get really good and precise control over the edge of that blade. So feels really nice in the hand. And I like these pocket clips because you don't really feel them in your palm. They don't give you any hot spots, or at least this one doesn't give me any real hot spots to worry about. Like if I'm going to be using this knife a lot, it's not going to get irritating in any way. Even with the gorilla grip, I feel it back there, but it doesn't feel like it's going to be an issue. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's going to be an issue behind or underneath the knuckle. And the way I normally hold the knife, it virtually disappears, especially if I go even further and I lay my finger over the spine like this. I really don't feel the pocket knife at all. And also the positioning of that button, because I know some people are a little leery of button lock or button style locks on blades. And this button doesn't poke out so much. It does come out a little bit, like I said, when the blade is open. But in the various ways that I've held this knife, I've never felt like any of my fingers have gotten close to hitting that button to where I might accidentally release the blade, I guess you could say, or unlock the blade. Even with a Gorilla Grip, my hands don't get anywhere really near it. The closest I get is my hand will come, right above it, but in no way would apply any pressure to that button. So the button to me is located in a really nice spot. You have a nice swell here that fills the hand really nicely and just conforms to your fingers. So very ergonomic, very comfortable grip. They've got nice smooth feeling edges all over the handle. Nothing feels sharp or feels like it could be irritating in any way. A bit of swedging on the back of the blade here. Just a really nice feeling grip on this one. Now, as stated before, this is M390 steel. Let's take a look at how well they did the factory edge. I don't know if you can hear that, but that just swims through the paper. Very, very sharp factory edge from choil to tip. Very well done. I can see here very crisp edges on the paper. I don't see any tearing. Very, very little debris left on the edge of the blade itself. So I don't see it like tearing anywhere, catching debris. Just very sharp and slicey blade. I love that bit of belly there. Very slicey edge. Very well done factory edge on that. We're going to do another cut. I've been enjoying doing this because it's just been fun. And saving the toilet paper rolls. Unsupported. Let's see how easily and quickly it bites into this. Had a little pressure, but was able to just dig right in. Even on one that was already cut. Very clean edges on the cardboard. Really nice edge on that. They did a great job on the factory edge. So awesome job there. Nice and slicey. Just a really, really good knife. They did a great job of this. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous with that carbon fiber flake insert. And just a very classy looking knife. Excuse me. This one I got from Going Gear on Whatnot. Got a really good deal on this one. Normally, these are available on Remette's website. I don't recall seeing this on another retailer when I dug around. Now, again, I got it from Going Gear. Going Gear has their own website, goinggear.com. I did purchase this through one of their Whatnot auctions, however, so I got this at a considerable discount. Normally, on Remette's website, this particular version is going to run you about $275 plus tax and shipping. They do have other versions, like I mentioned before, other colors, and they also have DLC coded versions where you have the blade as well as the titanium coated in DLC, and those are going to run you a little bit more. I believe about $289 for the fully DLC coated ones. Obviously, I went with the $275 blue version. I think the colors come in the same way, and they also have different inserts as well, as if you don't want the copper fiber. Or, I'm sorry, copper fiber, carbon fiber flake. Wow, I can't talk. Carbon fiber flake. If you don't want the carbon fiber flake, they also have versions that have now it does say carbon fiber, but it's a different color, almost like, I don't know what they would call this really. It's a solid color done up in different colored layers. It almost, to me, it looks almost like a micarta, but really interesting colorway. It is a carbon fiber uh, insert though, like this is just done in a different way, but very, very clean looking, very sleek. Just really happy with this knife overall. Now, unfortunately, like I said before, I'm not seeing it in too many other places other than Remette's website and possibly on Whatnot. I would check with Going Gear, which is where I've got mine. I don't know what their stock is like, but from what I understand, these have been kind of selling like hotcakes, and it's very understandable why, with how good this feels in the hand, the really nice and well done factory edge on that. I love the way the button works, very comfortable, and just a really nice offering from Remette this year. But anyway, let me know what you think. Have you been checking out Remette lately? Remette has been one of the manufacturers that has kind of surprised me over the last year, because before last year, I haven't really known Remette. And from a lot of their budget offerings to a lot of their premium knives, I've just been super impressed with how they've done a lot of their stuff. And I am excited to continue to see more and see what else they come out with this 2026. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked what you saw, please drop a like down below. And if you haven't yet, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, and that way you'll be notified as soon as a new video drops. But again, let me know what you think in the comments below. And thank you for being here, and hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.